Yeah, my dude, I couldn't figure out, like, why is it my fault over here? That white girl that wanted to go off and do meth with, like, her boyfriend over here, that wanted to go off and play the guitar. They all wanted to go off and do meth, and, like, somewhere when she chased after the rock band life over there myself, and her boyfriend wanted to, like, ditch her for, like, whatever dragon that he was chasing after. Yeah, somewhere it's my fault over here that Catherine over here ended up as a crackhead. Yeah, needing to find Jesus Christ and go off to, like, find a black pimp somewhere, and then she had a mental meltdown. And then somewhere it's my fault over here that he's a degenerate daughter over here. Myself, yeah, has a crack addiction, and eventually she wanted to, like, suck and fuck, like, the entire group during a young age over here. And by the time she reached that age over here as, like, a thing, that's probably, like, smoking, I don't know, meth fucking vape or something like that. Somehow that's my fault over here, because it's Catherine over here that has, like, the titties inside the club over here. That's why I've been against my face. Yeah, every damn time, man. Every damn time I shake my head. The fucking church over here, myself, and the fucking ass for the fucking scammers. Nah, I said don't worry about it. I said eventually, one after the other, we're gonna walk the veterans and the military personnel that participate into the shit inside of a prison system, one way or another. So I said by the end of the day, nigga ain't safe at all. Myself for, like, the system itself. Every time I get to read about you as that piece of shit veteran, or that piece of shit police officer, or that piece of shit military person or something that's going to prison, all I can do at this point is this. Yeah, because all I can remember is that you tried to turn me into a mass shooter to then go off and try to mass kill people on the fucking space here, and then try to turn me into this over here when it has a mental problem over here. It goes off into the air and claim that it's part of a gang. I said, yeah, it's part of a elite crew of, like, special units that are gonna go off and protect it. Walk around telling people that you're gonna shoot you in your face around, and then eventually walks around trying to go off and do gun movements around the space. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just go on about it first. Yeah. Nah, so it's chicks like that you're avoiding, because of the fact that the older dudes, yeah, they go to the kids, and the minute they use the kids that are like 16 or 15-year-old to go off and form an argument, yeah, with the cyberspace and form their group to go off and create their own movement and stuff. First one to fall over here, myself. Yeah, so when you look inside the domain of, like, political propaganda and warfare, when you get to see the Chinese versus the commies over here, myself, when you get to see Taiwan versus China over there, myself, yeah, you're gonna learn from it how they use kids to go off and, like, manipulate the thoughts of, like, females. Yeah, they're like pedophiles on the side and stuff. Yeah, and then eventually somewhere to that system itself, the older males that go off and try to, like, chase after that. Same thing on the space house. So what was the other one that they caught over here? The guy with the cigarette? Yeah, what did he try to do? He tried to, like, light up a bus on fire or something? Let me go. Oh, was it a homeless? Or he tried to catch a homeless on fire? So notice lately I've been catching the bottles of gasoline that they have with them. Like, they put it in the box and they walk around with it. Telling you that they're gonna catch something on fire on the space out. I tell you, these are the type of people you're dealing with on the space. Yeah, they were like old people from, like, 4chan or, like, the internet. But they're laying low on the space area. They turn into fugitives, all that stuff like that, and eventually they just participate into a network. I use that network itself to go off and, like, smuggle contraband into the affairs of myself. Yeah, all from the United States Navy, simply because of the fact that they have white people inside that space area that work in there. That's connected with the internet for pornography. Yeah. So somewhere that corruption spill out into the real world itself, and we corrupted the entire space here. And the guys are, like, video game or art. Yeah, to the military charm, and then you got to see their fingerprints when they want to go off, like, someone go off and, like, explore stars, musicians, rappers. They wasted no opportunity to go off and try to be like shows like this over here. Yeah, to make it about themselves. So that's how I got to, like, trace the conflict of interest. Yeah, and then later on it got to be shown to, like, the betting side over here, where they were betting on wars. I was telling you, man. Yeah, I was telling you that. No, because that's the only reason how you can explain. Yeah, it was common sense. So I picked it up right off the bat. So I like common sense, because they were putting the videos over the cyberspace on telegrams, and then actually they were making it seem like it was a UFC night thing over there, like the Ukrainians versus the Russians. Ukraine is moving that direction. The Russians are covering this way over here on top. Who will win? Like, the Russians are now in this direction. The Russians, 40,000 North Koreans sent. Yeah, blood sport. It was so easy to tell it. And then by the time I'm done telling you that, they're making bets on real life or, like, human beings to the fair warfare. Yeah, that's again, don't flirt with these niggas over here. They're playing with a fire. And by the time they play with that fire, all their fucking dumbass military brats and their family over there, Yeah, this is what you do when they draft you. They said no over there. I'm sorry. You just like wiped them off. That's all. So I said by the end of the day, yeah. And I said by the end of the day, you just go about your first, and that's just what you do specifically. So yeah, you just like kick them off like that's over there. That's how you say no to the draft. And you go on by first.